If ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic expression with coefficients a, b and c and with roots alpha and beta, we have learnt that alpha plus beta equals minus b by a and alpha beta equals c by a. We'll use these two relationships in all our sums for today. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So our quadratic here is x square minus 2x minus 8. Let's write the coefficients. A is a coefficient of x square, which is 1. B is a coefficient of x, which is equal to minus 2. And c is a constant term equal to minus 8. We need to find the value of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Now we know alpha plus beta is minus b by a and alpha beta is c by a. Let's put the values. Now minus b is, we see, minus 2. So minus of minus 2, a is 1, c is minus 8 and a is 1. So we have plus 2 plus 8 and the answer is 10. So the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta is 10. If alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find the value of alpha plus beta minus alpha beta. So the polynomial here is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. And when we compare it with the standard polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, we see that a is 4, b is minus 4 and c is plus 1. We need to find the value of alpha plus beta minus alpha beta. Now alpha plus beta we know is minus b by a. So this is minus b by a. Alpha beta is c by a. So this is minus c by a. Now for the values, minus b here is minus 4. b is minus 4. So minus b will be minus of minus 4 over a. c is 1. So this is minus 1 over, and a is 4. So when we work this out, here of course a is 1, a is 4. So when we work this out, this becomes 4 over 4 minus 1 by 4. Let's continue. 4 over 4 minus 1 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4. So this, the LCM is already there, so we don't have to do this step. LCM is 4. 4 minus 1, 3 by 4. So the value of this term is 3 by 4. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. Now the polynomial f of x is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Now it's important to put this polynomial in order. So we have 6x square will come 7x minus 3. Now when we compare it with the standard polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, we see the coefficient a equal to 6, b equal to minus 7 and c equal to minus 3. This step is very important, that you put your polynomial in order. You cannot find your a and b at this step. You need to find it at the second step. Now we need to find the value of alpha square beta plus alpha beta square. Here we'll take alpha beta common out. So what remains here is alpha plus beta. Now alpha, beta, you know, is C by A. So I'll put C by A. And alpha plus beta is minus B by A. So we go ahead and put the values. So we have C by A into minus B by A. Now we see the C is minus 3. So this is minus 3. A is 6 into minus, the B is minus 7. So minus of minus 7 over A. A is 6. You cancel this, you have minus 3 by 6 into plus 7 by 6. And we reduce this, you can answer 2 here. So this is minus 7 by 12 is the answer. If alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So f of x equal to x square plus 2 root 2 minus 6. We now compare it with the standard ax square plus bx plus 6 plus c. However, this is x here. On comparing, we see that a equal to 1, b 2 root 2, c minus 6. Now we know alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, which means alpha plus beta equal to, the b is 2 root 2, so minus 2 root 2 over a is 1. So alpha plus beta is minus 2 root 2. Now alpha beta is c by a. So alpha beta is, c is minus 6. So minus 6 and a is 1. So alpha beta is minus 6. These two values are important. Here alpha plus beta is this value. Alpha beta is minus 6. So we need to find the value of alpha plus beta over alpha beta. Now alpha plus beta we saw is 2 root 6. And alpha beta is minus 6. This is, let's do it again. Alpha plus beta is minus 2 root 2. Alpha beta is minus 6. So when you divide, it is just 2 root 2, not minus. So when you divide this, you have root 2 over 3. So this is your answer. If alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha plus beta the whole square plus alpha square beta square. So again the polynomial is t square minus 15. Remember this polynomial has got just 2 terms. So let's write it in standard form. T square 0t doesn't have a t plus 15. Now when you compare it with ax square plus bx plus c, a is equal to 1, b equal to 0, c equal to minus 15. Now we know alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So alpha plus beta, b is 0 minus 0 by 1. So this is 0. So alpha plus beta equals 0. And alpha into beta is c by a. So alpha into beta, we see c is minus 15 and a is 1. So alpha beta is minus 15. We need to find the value of alpha plus beta the whole square plus alpha square beta square. So I'll just rewrite this again in proper form. Alpha plus beta the whole square, I've not changed anything here. But alpha square beta square, we write it as alpha beta the whole square. I put the values. Alpha plus beta we see out here is 0. This value we found as 0. Alpha beta we found as minus 15. So this is minus 15 the whole square. So 0 Minus 15 into minus 15 is plus 225. So the answer is 225. If alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha cube beta plus beta cube alpha. So we have the polynomial f of x. This is root 3x square. There's a mistake here, it should be square here. Plus 10x plus 7 root 3. When we compare it with the standard equation ax square plus bx plus c, we see that a equal to root 3, b equal to 10, and c equal to 7 root 3. Now we know that alpha plus beta is minus b by a. B by a, and we know our b is 10, so minus 10, and a is root 3. This is alpha plus beta, and alpha beta is c by a. So alpha beta, c is 7 root 3, and our a is root 3. So alpha beta is 7. Now we need to find this value. So to find this value, we need to find alpha cube beta plus beta cube alpha. Here we will take alpha beta common out. I'll just change the sum a little bit. So I put squares here. I'll just change the sum. We do this, the other ones a little later. So I'm going to change this. So here we have now, we need to find the value of this. So we can take common out alpha square, beta square. What will remain inside is alpha plus beta. So this becomes alpha beta the whole square, alpha beta. So alpha plus beta we saw is 7. So this is 7 square. Alpha plus beta is 10 root 3. So 7 square is 49 into minus 10 root 3. And the value will be minus 490 over root 3. Again, if alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial, find alpha beta minus alpha beta. So here we have f of x equal to 7y square minus 11 by 3y minus 2 by 3. So if we compare it with the standard equation ax square bx plus c, we have a equal to 7, b minus 11 by 3, and c equal to minus 2 by 3. We need to find the value of alpha plus beta minus alpha minus beta. So we have alpha plus, not alpha plus beta, this is alpha beta, right? So we need to find the value of alpha beta minus alpha minus beta. So alpha beta, I take minus common out, what will remain here is alpha plus beta. Now alpha beta is c by a, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So this will be c by a plus b by a. So let's put the values. Our c is minus 2 by 3 over 7 plus b is minus 11 by 3 by 7. So here we'll have minus 2 by 21 minus 11 by 21 equal to minus 2 minus 11 over 21. And the answer here, I write the answer out here. Here you got minus 2 minus 11 by 21, and it will be minus 13 by 21. So alpha plus beta minus alpha minus beta is minus 13 over 21. If alpha beta are the zeros of fx, find alpha beta plus beta. So we have f of x equal to y square plus 3 root y over 2y minus 5. Let's find the coefficients. Comparing it with ax square plus bx plus c, a equal to 1, b equal to 3 under root 5 by 2, c equal to minus 5. Here we need to find value of alpha plus alpha beta plus beta. I'm just rearranging this, so I'm putting alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Now alpha plus beta we know is minus b by a. Alpha beta is c by a. So let's put the values. Minus b by a is minus 3 root 5 over 2 over a is 1, c by a minus 5 over 1. So we have here minus 3 root 5 over 2 minus 5. If I take the LCM is 2 minus 3 root 5 minus 10. This is your answer. This is the answer of alpha plus alpha beta plus beta. This is important to rearrange the terms. Alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial. Find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. So f of x y square plus 4 root 3y minus 15. Compare it with ax square bx plus c. We have a equal to 1, b 4 root 3 and c equal to minus 15. Here I have to find value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Now the LCM here will be alpha beta. So this will be beta plus alpha. Just to make you understand this, I have to multiply this by beta. So this beta to make it alpha beta, this by alpha and this alpha. Now what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is minus b by a, which is minus 4 root 3 by a is 1. Alpha beta is c by a, minus 15 by 1. So let's put the values here. Alpha plus beta, we put the value of alpha plus beta, minus 4 root 3. Alpha beta is minus 15. So the answer is 4 root 3 over 15.